Hello everyone, and welcome to Lovella's Coloring. I have been tagged by the lovely Jamie of Jamiescoloring Love to share the books I found in my collection for the Coloring Book Scavenger Hunt. This tag originated from Dani Buttons, and I'll have both Dani and Jamie's YouTube channel links down below, so please check out their channels and especially the scavenger hunt videos. I will also provide a list of the items to find down below in the video descriptions. There are 10 items that Dani listed, plus a bonus item to look for in our coloring books, and she said it could be from any pages that are colored in already or not colored in, and I thought I would go ahead and challenge myself to see if I could find each of the items on the list from any of my finished colorings. And I really had to look back on my Instagram page because I wasn't about to go through my whole coloring book collection to see which ones I've colored in. Yeah, I just don't have that much time at the moment. So the first item on the list is to find a picture of a man. So I couldn't remember off the top of my head which if I did do one, so I had to look back again on Instagram, and I remember this one, or I came upon this picture. I was like, oh yeah, I did this one. So this is a Chinese coloring book that I bought off of Etsy. I don't remember who the illustrator is, and I have the title as Love Sickness, or translation, but then I crossed it out and changed it to Lost You Forever, so I'm guessing it is Lost You Forever Chinese coloring book. So the page I colored in here is this one, and yeah, I totally forgot. I did like several videos of this one for my hashtag Color Your Hoard color along last year, where I would use a random number generator and pick a number, and the number that was picked was for this book, and so I picked this page to do. And yeah, I really liked how this came out. I don't really remember what I used. I know I did like a watercolor background. I don't remember if it's Neocolor. I think I used Luminance, Caran d'Ache Luminance, but I do know I used Prismacolor on the blue and the black, I think. I can't remember, but this is gouache. I remember trying to mix this one up to make it look like a fog. So yeah, this is my picture of a man from the Love You Forever Chinese coloring book. And so we are at the second one. The second one is to find a picture of a fruit. And I have a lot of pictures, I think, that had fruit, but I ended up picking the one that I colored in here, which is the Coloring Heaven magazine, Dragons in Nature Special. This is illustrations from Anastasia Eli Colderiva. And the page I colored in here is this one, which is called Sweet Dreams in a Berryland. I did copy it onto cardstock. And so on this one, I colored all the blackberries and raspberries. And I had a lot of fun with this one. I also did a video on this, on how I colored the leaves and the berries. Yeah. So this is the picture I picked for a picture with a fruit. The third item to find was a picture of a bee. So the book I chose is, I am not going to say it, it's a German coloring book, which is illustrated by Rita Berman. And the illustration I have for the title is Land Under the Microscope. And I had a lot of colorings that had bees in it, but I decided to pick this one because I really loved the color palette in this picture, and I had a lot of fun coloring it. So I believe the color palette I found was from Pinterest, and that's what I used to color this page. And here are my bees. And yeah, I could have used this for the fruits, but then, you know, I wanted to use this for the bees. Yeah, so this is the page I found with the bees to use for number 3. So this is, again, Land Under the Microscope by Rita Berman. The 4th item to find is a picture with words, and the book I want to share with you is Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, a coloring classic, and this one was illustrated by Shelley Carroll. And this book was gifted to me by my sister, so I really love this book. Plus, it's one of the first few double spreads I have done, and when I first got my Faber-Castell polychromos as a gift, this is one of the first few pages I've colored, and you can see I really burnished the background. Everything is with pencils. And yeah, everything with polychromos except for the building. The building I did with the French grays from the Prismacolor Premiere. And so the words are, "It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife." Yeah, so my sister and I are fans of Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. So that's the book, which again is illustrated by Shelley Carroll. Yeah. Okay, so the 5th one is to find a picture of a mythological creature, and I did a lot of different kinds of mythological creatures. Majority I think is mermaids, so I decided to pick this one out of all of them, which is, I'm trying not to set a glare on the page, but it's called Colorful Dream of Mermaids and Seashells, called Serena, and the illustrator is Mardel Rubio. He is a Filipino artist, and the page I colored is this one. I used many different kinds of mediums, watercolor pencils, and the watercolor pen, the Zig Kuretake brush pens for the background. And I believe I wanted her to look Filipino, but then her skin ended up being lighter, so she's a mestiza Filipino. So, and yeah, I really like how I did the tail, because I just liked how the colors were reflecting off her silver tail. And yeah, I love the color palette, the dark with the pastels. And yeah, so this is my mythological creature picture from Serena by Mardel Rubio. Okay, so we are up to our 6th item, which is to find a picture of Santa. And I can only think of one, and I think I only found one. So it's from this magazine, the Coloring Heaven magazine. It's the Christmas special that has designs from many illustrators like Michael Gelina, Charles Santori, Alina Lazareva, Alfred Villanueva, and Creative Happy Life. The image I colored in was from Charles Santori, which is this one. I actually did a base of Arteza Everblends, which you can see it leaves a yellow imprint on the other pages. Yeah, which makes me not want to use their markers, or if I do, it would just be on cardstock. But anyways, again, I used our alcohol markers, and then I took this with me on vacation for Christmas, and then I colored it in with Faber-Castell polychromos and with the Wink of Stella glitter gel or glitter brush for his suit and hat. Yeah. So this is my Santa from the Coloring Heaven magazine Christmas special, illustration by Charles Santori. Okay, so number 7 is a picture of art supplies, and I couldn't think of anything. I was already starting to think of pictures I haven't colored that might have art supplies, and I had a couple in mind of books that I would pick, but I scrolled even more into my Instagram and was able to find a picture from Johanna Basford's World of Flowers, and the page that I colored with an art supply is this page, which is funny because I did a video on this sharing the colors or the Prismacolors that I used in each of the colors that are in all of these pencils. And I use Prismacolor Premier pencils, so yeah, and I just totally forgot. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, I'm happy that I found this one for art supplies, and this would be a great page for also the LGBT Pride Month. And yeah, so this is my art supply, colored flower pencils from Johanna Basford's World of Flowers. Number 8 is to find a picture of a bear, and I actually ended up finding a couple pictures, but I decided to share the one that's in this book by Dani Buttons, and is illustrated by the Hatchet Heroes company. So the picture I colored in here is Winnie the Pooh with Roo and Piglet, and this is, I think, the second picture I colored here. The first one was the small little icon in the front. But yeah, this is my bear, Winnie the Pooh. And what did I color this with? I think Colleen pencils, and the background here is with Derwent Inktense. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love the stained glass illustrations in this book. So again, this is Dani Buttons by Hatchet Heroes. Oh, now we're number 9 is to find a picture of a pumpkin, and the one that I'm going to share with you is from the Romantic Country, The Third Tale, a fantasy coloring book by Eerie. And the one I colored is for the Halloween season, and I did this page. I remember being so scared to use a water medium. I did the background with Neocolors, and even the grass was Neocolors, and then everything else I believe is with Prismacolors. Yeah, it didn't bleed through, not much warping or anything like that. Perfect for water mediums. And yeah, so this is my item for pumpkins, which is number 9 from the Romantic Country Third Tale by Eerie. Okay, so now we're at number 10, and number 10 is to find a picture of a licensed character, and the one I'm going to show you is from Le Grand Classique Tome 3, Disney, again by Hatchet Heroes, and actually going to show you 2 characters because they're right beside each other, and they are the sisters Elsa and Anna from Frozen. Really like how they came out. I colored this all with Prismacolor Premier colored pencils and then Gamsol on top to smooth it all out. I used a Sakura Pigma pen. This is FB, the fine black point, and to do the outlines. And then I also used the Wink of Stella glitter brush to add shine on the, I don't know if you can see it, it's on her hair, on Anna's hair, and then on Elsa's eyelids, and the stars on her hair, or snowflakes. Yeah, and I also chose this one because I think when I got this was last year. I watched a lot of French YouTubers who were showing how they colored in this book, but it wasn't until I saw Dani, her like haul of these books and her coloring in these books to really kind of give me that push to get it from, well, I bought mine from Amazon UK. So yeah, so thank you so much, Dani, for introducing me to these books. Yeah, again, so this is the Les Grands Classiques Tome 3 Disney by Hachette Heroes. We are at the bonus one now, and it's to find your favorite animal. So growing up, when I first saw the baby koalas at the zoo, I grew up in Japan, so it was one of the Japanese zoos over there, and I fell in love, and the koalas were my favorite. And so I only have one coloring of a koala, and it's from the Mystery Colors Baby Animals magazine. This is a magazine I picked up from Safeway. I just happened to see it there, I think a couple months ago, and picked it up, and I colored the baby koala, which of course is my favorite. I colored it with the Arteza colored pencils and then Gamsol to smooth it all out. And yeah, this magazine gives you little fun facts about the animal, like it's a marsupial that spends about 6 months in its mother's pouch, and it loves to climb eucalyptus trees. So this is my favorite animal, the koala, from the Mystery Colors Baby Animals magazine. And we are done. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what pages I pulled out for the scavenger hunt. I had so much fun searching for these items, and I hope Dani does another list again. And you know, so for the people I will tag, I want to tag or pick people I haven't picked before. So I will tag Imogen, the colorist kid. She tagged me for the 5 quarantine coloring books, but I didn't get to tag her for any other tags, so this one I will tag her for. And then I also want to tag Dee's coloring den. So Dee, she's been such a sweetheart. She's commenting on my videos, and she's just so sweet, and I hope she can do this video, and I hope she sees this video so she'll do the video. And then the one more person is Rita from RB Dreams Art. I've been following Rita on Instagram like for the longest time, and then when I found out that she also had a YouTube, I've been following her here also. So I hope she does this and has fun. I hope all of them have fun trying to find the 11 items in their coloring book collections. I also believe that Dani opened it up for anyone else to join along with the hunt if they want. And if you do, please let her know, let me know, so that we can see your video. So I want to thank both Jamie for tagging me and also for Dani for starting this awesome tag, and many thanks to all of you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing this video. Please take care, keep safe and healthy, and I'll see you all in my next video. Happy colorings, and bye-bye.